Hello everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I want to give you guys a notice that I filmed the whole video and my camera was blurry the whole entire time. So instead of stressing out, I just decided to still upload it, but give you guys an audio version. I hope you guys enjoy the video. This way you guys can be cleaning and listen at the same time, or do whatever you need to do while listening to what I have to say and about following your gut. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Destiny's way, it's gotta be her way. Destiny's way.
Hello you guys, welcome back. I should do my little welcome back intro since I ain't been on here in about 4 days. So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And that's for my cousin Michael, so you better watch this channel, this video today. Anyways, you guys, thank you so very much for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about following your gut. And I don't have any notes, nothing. I'm just going off the top of my head, so I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly and I make sense. And then I'm going to hurry up and get to this homework that I got due at 11 o'clock tonight. And I ain't even started, but that's a whole nother story. When it comes to following your gut, sometimes we ignore our gut feelings. And it's funny, as I was thinking about this last night, because I was supposed to film last night, it was funny how, you know how animals, they dogs or whatever, they start barking before anything happened because they feel it in their gut, like, oh no, something's going, and they actually are in tune with their gut. They know exactly, okay, I feel this, so that means something, so let me act on it. But us as humans, for whatever reason, we find it hard at times to not follow our gut. And it's just like, I feel that that's the Creator's way, God's way, and showing us like, okay, I give you guys these different, I wouldn't say powers, but these different abilities to know, okay, when something is going right and something's going wrong, but yet you guys ignore it. It's kind of like when you can see, you have all your 5 senses, taste, hear, touch, smell, and your sight, that, we don't really pay attention to things, but it's not until you don't have those things where you actually pay attention to it. But we don't pay attention to our gut feeling, and a lot of times that gut feeling that we ignored was telling us the right thing to do. Like, oh no, you should not get in that car because this is about to go wrong. The cop's about to pull you over. Or when you should probably, I just found out, I'm late, y'all don't have news or nothing. I just found out a mother of 2 was just gunned down in, I think in California. She was at a mansion party and she was gunned down. And I wonder, like, did her gut feeling tell her not to go? Because sometimes some we just have these feelings that beforehand. Even too, when y'all already know I be having problems with my oldest son. And so some things before they happen, I have feelings like, nah, I should just do this, but I end up not following my mind, not following my gut, and doing something else, and then a whole nother problem had occurred. But when we follow our gut feelings, I think sometimes we just, even me, I second guess. Like, I'm the one, I be praying like, Creator, I need a clear sign. Be as specific, I like to say specific. Be as specific as possible with me. Like, I need it in a dream. I need to hear from you. I need all the signs as possible before I even be like, okay, yeah, that was God. That was the Creator telling me this is what I should do. I need that gut feeling also. But it's just, that's something that we got to get back into. Ain't nothing bad with following your gut. Now, I didn't say your heart. Now, that's a whole nother thing. But we want to learn to follow our gut better because, like I said, the animals do it, and they do it, and they're always right when they do it. So even if it's a decision that you don't want to make, follow your gut. Because it could be saving our lives. It could be helping our lives. It could be making us, it may allow other doors to be open just because we followed our gut. And that's something I want to learn to start doing too, because I'm really a spur of the moment type of person. Somebody called me like, hey, last minute, I'm going. Like, I drop what I'm doing if I can drop it, and I'm going. But sometimes there are times when I was like, nah, I'm a pass. I can't go, or whatever, because it wasn't right in me to do it. Like when I'm around someone and their energy is just like, yeah, nah, I can't really rock with that. Like, this person is not. I don't need to be around that person and their whatever they got going on, their negative energy. But I just like, I just really hope that we actually stay still enough to be like, okay, this is what's going on. Like now, lately, like a lot of time, like the last couple of days, because I just ain't been motivated. I just been like thinking a lot, like, should I finish school? Can I finish school? Because I'm sitting over here like, I'm too grown to be stressing out over school. I done did all my requirements for school. But then I'm like, dang, Deystany, you got to finish, because you got to reach your full potential. You got to be the best lawyer in history. You got to do these things. You got to stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves. So I'm just stuck between the two, you guys. I'm just like, so I'm learning to follow my gut feeling. And I've been praying like, Creator, just allow me to do what I'm supposed to do. Allow me to reach my full potential. And although I want to go to law school, I hope that's still my purpose, but maybe that's really not my purpose, because I am taking a whole year off once I graduate in May. I need to refresh, get everything together, and establish businesses that I'm seeking after. So, but I'm learning to follow my gut feeling as to, actually sit still, think, and do my pros and cons in my head. Like, okay, what is my body telling me? What is my gut telling me to do? And now, from here on out, that's really how I plan to address certain situations. And as you guys know, I did a video like about being kind and all that, and I am very kind. But sometimes that kindness can become a con, because you allow yourself to not follow your gut just because you're following your heart, or a feeling that basically you're following your heart. And that can harm you in many ways as well as it can benefit you. I hope this making sense. Let me get on track. Like I said, I'm going on top of mine. What I have noticed too is when you do follow your gut, you see that whatever you were after, it plays out smoothly. Or maybe not even all the time, but it plays out accordingly how it's supposed to play out for you and your life and your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing. So whatever anybody is going through, if anybody's just battling like what you're supposed to be doing, it's another, her name is Tyler Simone. You guys check her out. Now I looked it up. It's a lot of Tyler Simones, but hopefully you can find her. I had just watched one of her YouTube videos, and she was just basically talking about like how she's just reflecting on her decisions, what she should be doing right now. And I hope that she follows her gut. And that's basically what she was trying to say. She needs to, in so many words, follow her gut. And it's just like, we need to do that often. We need to stop staying stuck and just, tap into our greatness and do what it is we need to do. Make better decisions. All of it, following our gut does go back to make better decisions. And I said it like that because I got a video on that. But it's just really interesting how when we neglect following our gut, how just things, for y'all, just to sum it up, if I do have younger people watching this, when people say like, I should have followed my first mind, that's basically saying, I should have followed my gut feeling of what I was thinking, or dang it, I knew I should have brought that, I knew I should have did this and that. And so it is very essential for us to just start getting in tune with us, learning our body, our ins and outs, what we like. When we get that weird feeling like, okay, no, or something just telling you not to go, even though you're being pressured to do something, you want to just be like, back out. Like, hey, I can't do this. This is not what I want to do. I'm going to follow what my gut and my heart is telling me. My gut and what my mind is telling me. And, go from there. Because not following my gut a lot of times has just messed me up. Messed me completely up. Like, for personal reasons, even as far as like school wise, like I should have followed my gut on certain things and I didn't, and now I'm paying for it. Just different things. It can harm you. It can also be beneficial at the same time, because there's always good with bad. Good and bad goes hand in hand. You gotta have those experiences where you learn from, and that more positive side of you come out. So I'm not knocking the negative side, because we do need that in a sense to help us grow and to see things and just do what it is we need to do. But for the most part, when I didn't follow my gut, it's just like, yo, Deystany, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? And even I had those moments even this year so far. It's like, so now too. Now I just like simply pray and be like, yo, be like, Creator, like, is this, if it's for me, allow it to happen. That's what I say a lot of time. If it's for me, please allow it to happen, because I be feeling stuck, and it just feel like I feel like I'm at first, a couple of months ago before COVID, I was fine, I was happy. Life was just like, going accordingly, and now like I feel stuck. And I feel like I be trying, but I'm not getting the support that I need. I'm not probably advertising myself like I need. I put myself out there enough. I need to work on certain things. And it's just like, okay, now let's just reassess the whole situation. And Deystany, what is your gut telling you to do? Because I really feel like giving up on a lot of stuff. But in reality, my gut is saying, nah, Deystany, you're not going to give up. You got to keep going. That's how, so that's why I'm like, okay, I'm going to continue pushing these videos. I don't do as much no more because I want to slow it down. That way my channel can grow a little bit too much. I'm thinking maybe I was putting out too many videos, and people just wasn't digging it. I don't know. But this is my recession. And so in about another month, I'm going to recess everything and see where I can change and do everything different. But, following your gut is really good for you. It's good for the soul. It's good for those around you, because when you do follow your gut, those better decisions, they come. And those, like, it could be something as simple as you have moved to another state, another city. And when you did that, your whole life just ended up changing for the better. But you followed your gut. Something like that. Or if you knew you was going to go to another state or city and you didn't, and you ended up staying in the same situation, things just got worse. It got worse. That's an example of following your gut, how something can go good. And when you're not following your gut, how it could just backtrack you. It leaves you stagnant and like to be stuck and just be like, okay, now what? But I hope that I'm truly making sense, because I sound like I'm not making sense at all. But I hope that I'm making sense, and I hope that this is an inspiration to someone to, sometimes it's okay to be spontaneous. It's okay to listen to your body. Follow your gut. Even if you're like, no, me? Little old me? Y'all, if I tell y'all little old me, little old Deystany from Long Beach, trying to be a lawyer? Are you kidding me? But I'm following my gut, and I'm also following my passion and what I feel that, the Creator is wanting me to do and allowing me to do. And it's just amazing. It's just like when you, and that's like that stepping out on faith thing. When you step out on faith and you have this idea, and I have so many ideas, you guys, for YouTube, and so many great things. Like, I'm like, yeah, the people gonna love it. The people, it ain't got the response that I wanted, but I still have that gut feeling like, nah, Deystany. And then here's a little insider. I've had little signs to where I know, like, okay, the Creator is going to grant me my prayers that I've been asking. And so it's just like a matter of me just getting myself and groove together and continue to follow my gut. And continue to know, like, okay, this is the decision that I really need to make. Also, too, like, I'm getting ready to, I'm stepping out on faith. Okay, I'm working on my credit. It's not bad, but it ain't where it needs to be. And I'm working on trying to become an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, someone that can help. And that takes a lot. And I be doubting myself, like, man, I'm just Deystany. Like, all this, if you keep trying, you eventually get it. I be like, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm like, I can't even get, like, that's how I be thinking. But I have to get out of that thinking. I have to just, forget it, Deystany. Go with what you're feeling. If you're feeling like, even if it take a year or two. And a lot of time, this is one of my favorite people in the world. It's Tyler Perry. I used to be a huge Tyler Perry fan. But I still respect his hustle now. And a lot of time I got to remember myself, like, Tyler Perry, I think he was in business for 20 years before he even blew up the way he did. But then it took all that time and sacrificed them whole 20 years. I think Ben gave up. But the whole 20 years. But then when he finally got there, look at him now. He is one of the greatest ever. And so I remind myself, like, Deystany, even though it's because sometimes I do feel like when I follow my gut, that probably wasn't the decision that I should have made. But I have to realize, it may not come. Things may not come when I need it to come. And I need to just realize that. And I've been praying to be patient too. And I'm thinking like, okay, the Creator is just like, okay, let's see how. Because a lot of things lately I have like been doing certain things and trying to get business established. And for whatever reason, it's not happening when I want it to happen. It's like, okay, Creator. I look at it now. I'm like, okay, maybe I just need to be patient. I'm following my gut, but I got to be patient in the process because I am not a patient person how I should be. And I feel that if I was more patient, I would be a way more beautiful person inside and out, make better decisions, just have a great spirit, all that and above. And so I'm just learning that, you know what, even y'all, whatever it is we really trying to do, let's just keep trying. Like, I'm to the point, like, I want to give up, but I know I can't. I know I won't, but it's just those feelings that I be coming over like, nah, I'm about to just forget it all. I just want to be. And I'm like, if it ain't easy, I don't want to do it. But I can't think like that. I got to put, one of my professors always said, you got to put your 10,000 hours in. I got to put that in more to show that, you know what, I do, because my goal is to be one of the best YouTubers. But on a different level. And I know that what I do I wouldn't say it's different, but it's not like, it's not your normal. It's not popular. It's not pranks. It's not funny. It's like really getting people to think, to check themselves. So I know it's going to take more than an average person. I know that I got to fix my background. Y'all, I'm working on it. Give me time. I know I got to fix my lighting and the camera, learn to work it better, and my content and how I sit and how my energy is coming off. I know I got to fix those things. And so it's just like I'm learning to go with what my gut is telling me. Be patient, and then just trust the process. That's the destiny that I'm trying to become, and then I'm realizing, okay, this is just what it is. I got to trust the process, and I got to realize that I just start doing things. I'm just now starting to want to make business moves and all this, and it ain't going to happen overnight. And that's my problem. I'm expecting things to happen overnight, even though I'm following my gut, and it's not going to work like that. And that's what I keep telling myself, Destiny. It's not going to work like that. You got to be patient. It may be a whole nother 2, 3, 5 years. Whew, that's a long time. I'm hoping the Creator kind of help you girl out. But it's just like it's something that is needed. And y'all, it's okay. It's okay for things to not go our way. I think more importantly is just that if we give up. I'm like so tired. Like, I really am tired. Like, I'm like, just of everything. I'm just tired of everything. Everything you think of, I'm tired of it. Because I feel like I could be doing way better. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a good person. Like, I just be going back and forth from different things. From love to education to business to parenting to my business ideas to where I'm at right now in life. And I just be like going through these different stages. Like, what's really going on? Like, what should I have followed that gut that I had? But one thing I can say, for a long time, since I was like 14 years old, I noticed that all my decisions and everything that I did worked out for my good. And I noticed that at 14, and I tell you why. My first job, so I must have been 15, because my first job I used to work with the elderly. But my second job, I worked at the JCC in Long Beach, working with children. And I made, it was this one lady, Miss Riley. I remember her. She was so amazing. She walked into one room, and I thought she was a teacher of that room. And so I was like, oh, when they asked me where I wanted to work, I said, I want to work in room 1. I think that was the room. And I'm thinking, like, because Miss Riley's the teacher, right? Come to find out, Miss Riley wasn't a teacher. She just worked in the facility. But another awesome, great teacher, Miss Pageant, was the teacher. And I learned so much from Miss Pageant. She taught me little things. She's amazing, great spirit. And had I not followed my gut, whether it was just off of an off decision, I wouldn't have got that experience. Just different things. Even from going to college. Had I not decided to go to college and follow my gut, I wouldn't have my beautiful baby girl. I wouldn't have met my professor. I don't know why all of a sudden I just want to get emotional today. I would have not met my professor. It's just really interesting. Like, I don't know. I need your help. Shabaka, I need your energy. I need help. I'm in political science, but I need your help. But anyways, I would have not met my professor had I not followed my gut and picked Cal Poly. I wouldn't have met another professor. Wouldn't have. So all these different decisions that we make in life, awful following our gut, even though sometimes like we like, well, is this really the correct decision? What am I supposed to be doing? We did it. And I have realized that every decision I make, even from me doing the decision, making the decision I made and I got my son taken, even though it was a bad decision, it still ended up taking me toward the path that I'm supposed to be. That I'm supposed to like, okay, you know, get it together, stand up for people. Because I was taking the easy route. It's easy, natural for me to work with children. It was easy for me to take them child development classes. Like I could not study and still like at least get a C because it was just like easy. It's like how a child think. But when I made that decision to become a lawyer and take political science, I know I followed my gut, but I'm like, I can't do it. So even though I'm way off now, but even though sometimes we follow our gut, we may feel like we can't do it, but trust me, I guess we could do it I know we can do it if we try. Like if we continue to do what it is that we need to do, and we just try and communicate, following that gut feeling that we had, it won't fail us. It may have delayed us. It may allow us to. We gotta really tap into other strength that we have, but we can do it. And you know, don't be so scared. That's another video that I'm going to be talking about. I didn't talk about it because someone else kind of talked about it that I know of, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give it to y'all probably next week in a couple of days. But just follow that gut. Never mind what anybody else got to say. One thing about me too, and my daughter dad would tell you, he say I don't listen. And that may be right. I don't listen, depending on what it is. But if I know, like, okay, no, you may be saying this, but I'm feeling this, that's what I'm going to do. I am a little hard-headed, a little stubborn. I've always been a little stubborn little girl when I was little and, you know, think I know it all sometime. But I have to, I lost my train of thought. But I have to just learn to also listen at times too, but follow my gut. I don't care if everybody telling me no. I don't care how like y'all on Facebook, yeah, I'm about to say it. Jonathan, I hope you're watching this because I've been telling this guy this forever. But I see how y'all on Facebook, I'm telling y'all, hey, subscribe, Instagram, subscribe. And y'all ain't subscribing. I still got to be like, you know what? I still got to push because I got to believe in me. Although they don't believe in me, I have to believe in me. And I know some strangers out there in the world believe in me and they will help me and support me. Different things like that. And also while I'm on it, yes, off topic right now. But y'all, when y'all see somebody trying, what's so hard about support, especially if it's free? If it is something free, and even if it costs you a little $1 or $2. We spend money with the white man all the time without questioning how much it is. Support those. That's why I support even those people. I'll be like, dang, that, to me in my head, dang, that's high, but I'm supporting anyway. I'm going to buy that hoodie anyway. I'm going to buy that shirt. I'm going to buy that hair oil anyway. We got to learn to just stop. Oh, this video everywhere. But we got to learn to stop hating on people. Stop. It makes no sense. If you want to be like that, you want to get up there, work your butt off. Put your 10,000 hours in. Do what it is you have to do. Support. It's hard. When people, especially when they new to this, they weren't brought up in it and they just like, you know what, I'm going to just step out and do it. Do it. But support them also. Even if it's just words of encouragement, like, hey, I see what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Go on and do it. Follow your gut and be, even though your gut telling you to support and you want to be hating or whatever it is. Not necessarily talking about me, I'm talking about in general. But follow your gut and just help out. Support. I'm done. Just remember that no matter what, I'm taking this. I'm trying to take advice from everybody that had made it. You're like, oh, if I did it, you can do it. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. And I'm trying that method and other methods, and I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna continue to follow my gut, and wherever life takes me, it's going to take me, and I'm going to do the best that I can do with it. Stop being scared. Stop listening to those around you, especially if they're not qualified to, and do what you want to do, what your gut is telling you, whether it's from relationship to parenting. Because sometimes people try to bash parents for giving their child to the other parent or to a family member to help them. No, if that's what you need to do to better yourself and help your child, do what it is you need to do. From relationship, if you need to get out or actually get into a relationship, follow your gut. Don't worry. That's one thing about me too. It is funny because I wasn't like this all the time. Like in my 20s, I wasn't like this. I always kind of worried about what people thought. And I had an old friend, I used to always think like, man, I think I even told her, like, man, I wish I was like you and didn't care what people think, because she did not care what people think. And now I have stepped into that path to where I don't give a heck what anybody thinks of me at all, what they're thinking. And so that also allows me to just go on with my gut, whatever my gut is telling me to do. And sometimes even when I do that, it's negative things happen. But in the end, when I look at it all, I'm like, okay, I see why I had to do that. I see why this is happening. We're about to get into song of the day. And y'all, please, I don't know, maybe y'all not making it to the end. Y'all skipping around. Song of the day is for you guys. It's also for me. It's supposed to be something fun. Help me how I can make it more, tell me how I can make it more fun or whatever, more entertaining. But I play a snippet of a song. Y'all tell me who the artist is and what the name of the song is, and you get it right. And if it's a lot of people, of course, I'm going to do a raffle. But at the end of the month, and I got a couple of more days, I pick a winner of the month. So who don't like free prizes? Y'all comment in the description box. That's the least you can do. It's like, goodness. Anyways, I'm about to get into song of the day. Y'all comment who the artist is. And it's meant to be very short. Sometimes I make some songs go a little longer, but it's meant to be short because I want to test people's music. And if you haven't noticed, I really love music, so this is the part of me, and also just playing good music. So just leave it in the comments, and hopefully you get it right. And we're about to get into it.